Hey, shout out to the body of Christ. It's your boy Prince Fred, your favorite Israelite. Now, let me say this to you. What's the credentials for being to hold the role as a mother in the church? What's the credentials? It seems like you only got a couple of them things. You gotta have multiple wigs. You gotta have an all black, a little black or white one, a little gray one, and you gotta have one of them gold boys in there. You gotta, even though we all know you 78, you wanna have the little blind. You wanna be up to date. You wanna see like you still got swag. Like for real, like what's the credentials in being a mother of the church? Like you said, it seems like you gotta be old. That's one of the things. You just gotta be old. You gotta be at least 58, 59, knocking at the door of a 70 or 60. Multiple wigs. You gotta have. Oh man, you can't be a mother of church and you don't got one of them big dumb hats that look like small umbrellas sitting upon your head. Like really? Like you say, 93% of the mothers that I know that have this role as a mother in the church, they look like they eat barbecue pig feet wrapped up in fried chitlins. Because I can tell you the truth, 93% of them, their ankles are just thick. Ankles thick. Look like a corn on a cob cut in half, sitting on top of like a NyQuil cup. Just some thick old tree stumps. Like, let's be for real though. Like I said, I don't know when the last time I seen a quote unquote a mother in the church and they not overweight. All of them is I'm saying 93-94%. It look like these are the credentials. You gotta have thick ankles and you gotta be overweight. You gotta have them both. You can't just have like issues with your leg and you slim up top. No, you gotta have them both. You gotta have thick ankles, and you gotta be overweight. They're supposed to be there for their wisdom, their guidance, stuff like that, to train up, other, young women in the faith. But I can tell you the truth, I don't even think they're doing that. Because you want to keep it a buck. It's been so many times I walked inside of a Sunday assembly throughout my life that I seen a young lady that have a skirt on that is literally barely covering their clitoris, literally barely. And the mothers of the Sunday assembly, they don't go over there, give them a towel or a cover or a blanket, whatever they bring to them or try to cover them up. They don't do none of that. They don't talk to them. They don't conversate with them. Oh, how do you know that? Because 4 Sundays down the line, she wearing the same thing again. That's how I know. That's how you know. Let's keep it a buck. It's like I'm trying to figure out. You said these ladies are the mothers of the church, but I don't see them do nothing. They all I see them do once in a while, because a lot of them overweight. They can't get from row 3 to row 2. And most time when you actually see them do absolutely anything, they might be ushers on a first Sunday, in their little white tennis shoes. And like you said, they can't stand up past 10 minutes. Most of them on canes. Most of them actually really need help because they eating like crap. They overweight. Like, and don't you know, like, it's a sin to be, to be gluttony. It's a sin to just be fat. Don't you know that? It's a sin. But Hey, just eating, you just want to eat just too much. And I'm not talking about those people that got some weight on them and they doing their diet, they having problem, so they actually took up like surgeries. I'm not talking about those people that actually know, like, hey, I'm picking up weight, I want to change my life. 2 thumbs up. I rock with you. Stay disciplined, do it. But we talk about those that just fat and just don't want to stop being fat, just want to eat until they die. Those are people that I have an issue with. Like, come on now. You don't need a number 2 and a number 3 together. Come on, you don't need that. You don't need that with extra cheese. You don't need a number 2 and a number 3, man. But hey, it is what it is, though. Like, what is the credentials for being or having the role in the Sunday assembly as a mother of the church? What is it? Because I can tell you the truth, I don't know. They don't have classes for them. Oh, let me teach you how to be a mother. They don't even have classes. It look like they hit a certain age. It look like you on your last leg. And you've been in the Sunday assembly for 20 years, did absolutely nothing. Let me just throw a title on them that make them feel good, that make it feel like they just did not waste their whole life inside of the Sunday assembly doing absolutely nothing. Let me just give them a title. Hey, you know what? We want to ordain you to be a mother in the church. Stop it, man. Stop it. And like you said, and I know a lot of people gonna look at me and say, oh, Prince, you doing too much, all that. You know I ain't lying. That's one thing. You know I'm not lying. Next time you go to your Sunday assembly, look at the mother of your church. And sometimes it'd be like 6 of them. Like, dang, none of them in good condition. They all got high blood pressure. They all have issue with their heart. They all just fat. They all got thick ankles. Like, come on now. Like, what is the credential of those things? What's the credentials? But hey, it is what it is. It's your boy Prince Fred. Christ